$1 billion to address homelessness in the state of California?
No bigger issue. I mean, issue of housing and homelessness, affordability. People feeling we're past the point of frustration, a crisis, legit crisis. I don't use the word crisis as often as others because I think we dilute the word. You can't, I think, look at the issue of homelessness and not call it what it is, a crisis. But what's been missing, and this is high risk for me as a governor, the state's not been involved in this issue. With all due respect, the state's been completely absent. I was a former mayor of a county and a city, San Francisco. I was waiting for a phone call from the governor's office for a little help. Our money is predicated on new regional plans, new regional strategies. It's conditioned on some innovation. It's conditioned on dealing with the street population. It's a top priority. If we don't see progress in the next few years, we're not going to dump more money. You know, more is not always better. Better is better. So
it's tough to be compassionate and tough at the same time because it calls for both, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's, forgive me, you can't be popular in this space, but I get the compassion fatigue. I do. You know, you have a kid, you're on a stroller, you want to walk down the street, you can't, and you go, what the hell's happened to my city? What's happened to my state? What the hell's happened to my country? I just raised my taxes, and it's getting worse. Who's running this place? I get that frustration. We all get it. So what we need is different approaches. And here's the new big idea. The state of California, again, there's no homeless plan, never has been. There's no homeless czar, never has been. There's no framework of engagement at the local level, never has been. That's the past.
Do you have a sense of how urgent this situation is for the people, for the voters of California, and how much or how little patience, right? How much or how little patience they have for this, and that your, political fortunes may be rest on this.
And you know what? Forgive me, but at least I'm holding myself to account. Putting $2.75 billion in the housing and homeless budget, simply without precedent in California's history. That's not a modest amount of money, but it's all conditioned. We want to, as they say, pay for performance. And what we need to see at the local level is stepped up efforts and no longer funding failure. I don't want to fail more efficiently. And no one does, and no one wants to waste money.